room, you need to be mic'd to be heard, and we don't have enough to pass around to everyone. If you do not return the mic at the end of your 90 seconds, you will be disqualified, just for the record, okay? The judges will give feedback about the clarity and persuasiveness of the presentation. And while presenters might, in fact, invariably want to respond to the questions, we don't have time for that. Listen, process. Afterwards, maybe you can pigeonhole somebody, get a little more, respond, have a conversation, but we don't have time for a give and take on the program. So just listen to what they have to say. The judges are not evaluating the worthiness of the business idea. They're evaluating how effective the pitch is. So following the presentations, we'll take a 10 to 15 minute break where we'll tally up the judges' scoring. And at the end of the evening, we'll award three cash prizes, first, second, and third, I guess, and they in total of $1,000. So they'll be given to the best presenters as determined by our judges. So I'm going to call, with one exception, we are going to have the presenters come up alphabetically as listed in your booklet. The exception is one group that had another commitment, and we've bumped them to the front of the line. We got to find it. Apologize for that. Thought I had it written down. Excuse me. Plugged in. Yes. So if Plugged In will come up, introduce yourself. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Grunfeld. I'm the founder of Plugged In and a graduate student at Brown University pursuing a Master's of Science in Technology Leadership. I want to start off by asking the room a question. Who here in this room, by a show of hands, wants to make an impact in this world? What if I told you in a moment's notice that your time is suddenly up and you're robbed of this chance to make this impact? It's absolutely devastating. People my age especially have the most time to make an impact in this world, yet their lives are constantly getting cut short by the leading cause of death, being the preventable public health crisis of distracted driving. Our patented connected car solution lies in a unique smart car phone holder along with a mobile app to end distracted driving. When one places their phone on the holder, they are right away engaged in a safe driving behavior because handheld phone usage is eliminated, incoming messages are blocked, and the driver is identified. Through the mobile app, parents can see in real time whether or not their child's phone is on or off the phone holder. When it is on the phone holder, the driver would be earning insurance benefits, which means we are licensing our technology to insurance companies. Moving forward, we are looking to speak with parents of high school students or college students to understand their opinion on their child's driving behavior and understand how we can best position ourselves for market launch. Thank you for listening, and feel free to reach out to me at eric_grunfeld@brown.edu. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Our next presenter is Affordable. I think it's Sarah. You don't look like Sarah.
Hi, I'm Chinmay from Affordable. For students, professionals, and families living in small spaces, it regularly gets difficult to buy furniture that better fits to their space requirements. At Affordable, we aim to design, manufacture, and sell foldable furniture that is aesthetically more pleasing, affordable, and customizable. Unlike the existing furniture manufacturers who focus more on luxury than affordability, through the use of standardized parts that can be produced on scale, we aim to reduce the costs. Thank you.
Next, I'm not sure if this is,
So my comments for the group at large here, did we go, because you usually go through what the scoring definition is, right? Yeah? Yes, no? Can I do that? I'm looking at you, Anthony. Yeah. My question to you is, can we go through the scoring definition real quick? Because we usually do that at the beginning and we didn't.
Please go ahead.
Okay. There's 5 things that are being scored here. Your statement of the problem, so the definition of the problem, the proposed solution, the plan's financial potential, ability to execute the plan, and overall pitch quality. So what we're looking for is that you're addressing those items. So we just wanted to make sure you guys knew that as a group.
Thank you. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty.
Sure. So remember, this is problem definition. What's the problem you're trying to solve? The proposed solution, how do you plan to solve it? What the financial potential for the plan is? Does it make money or not? It's nonprofit, that's okay. Ability to execute the plan, why are you qualified to do this? And then the overall quality of the pitch. Those are the 5 scoring metrics that we're using here. Good? Okay.
Okay, so we've got, I'm not sure whether it's pop-up roadie or Airbnb for pop-ups. Okay. Oh, that's fine.
All right, are we starting? Sorry. Yes, go. Okay, so hi, I'm Joe. I'm founded Pop-Up Roadie. Pop-Up Roadie is Airbnb for pop-ups. Rather than listing rooms for rent at Pop-Up Roadie, businesses list space for short-term rentals, or what we like to call pop-ups. And it is a very simple formula, right? If you have space, you go to Pop-Up Roadie and you list it, just like Airbnb. And if you need space, you go to Pop-Up Roadie, you find it, and you pop up, just like Airbnb. So for example, Providence Place Mall listed space on Pop-Up Roadie for a pop-up. And Solita, an amazing skincare company, signed up and popped up at the mall over a weekend and sold a tremendous amount of their amazing skincare products. And at Pop-Up Roadie, no space is too small or too large for a pop-up. Stores can list counter space for a maker, like a jeweler to pop up on, or a hotel or restaurant, or owner of a really cool venue can list space for a party or a photo shoot pop up, or an office can list a conference room for someone to pop up in for a meeting. So that's Pop-Up Roadie. We charge a commission, which is how we make money. There we go. Got it.
If you guys want to stay up for a couple minutes, seconds, they will give you a little bit of that feedback. So I don't want people running away just because.
Hey, Jolie, good to see you. So tell us how many times, how many customers have you gotten so far? Just roughly, like you're actually up and running, correct? Okay.
Antoinette, you're violating the rule. You asked a question, not a comment. So no, we don't ask questions. You give comments. So what she's telling you is next time, tell people that you've got some customers. Okay, thank you. Gotta get these rules down, Pat. Okay, next is Providence Scientific. It's listed in the program as alternative to traditional vaccination.
Hi, I'm Angela Reed, a director at Providence Scientific and graduate student at Brown University. Undeniably, the COVID-19 pandemic exposed several vaccine obstacles, including misdistribution, hesitancy, and wasted vaccines. But we have a solution. Utilizing a patented CDC-developed nasal inhaler, we would improve vaccines in 3 ways: simplicity, durability, and stability. First, simplicity. An inhaler is a painless, familiar device that enables the patient to self-administer to a point that is directly related to transmission, helping the bodily application be clear and having it less invasive. Second, durability. Traditional nasal inhaler vaccines are designed after syringes, making them fragile, but ours is designed after an inhaler, making it durable for transport. Last, stability. Our powders will make our vaccines much longer for stability, and it will reduce wasted vaccines as well as addressing global infrastructure variability. Now, the beauty of this technology is its broad application. The pandemic offers a clear route into the industry, but once established, we can apply to any vaccines, including AstraZeneca's powdered flu vaccination. We hope you'll consider investing in Providence Scientific to change the future of vaccines. Thank you.
So my comment, can you guys hear me? Okay. My comment would be that in future pitches, maybe some little piece of information about what the market potential is and what portion of that market you think you might be able to capture.
Thank you. Next is Babrahita Mandu. Hope I got that right. Allison.
That was great. No, thank you. So do I, okay. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay. So burns, you get them, you put some water on them, you might even bandage them. But what happens if the burn is a little bit more serious than that? The CDC has estimated that 8 million individuals received burns as of 2019 that required medical attention. Burns come with a variety of complications. Blood leakage at the wound site ends up enhancing the odds of antibiotic resistance, as well as reapplying is painful to the patient. We here at Babrahita Mandu have a curated patent technology to address this issue. My name is Allison Ventimiglia. I'm a Brown University master's student who works in the lab that created this technology. This technology is a highly tunable hydrogel that has a combined nanoparticle and drug therapeutic that has sustained release of drug over time, which will combat these issues of reapplying the wound dressing, as well as combating the issue of antibiotic resistance. The CAGR for this market is going at a 6.9%, and we anticipate that advanced wound heal dressings will take up the majority of it. So we are asking for $500,000 in order to aid this technology's furthering into phase 2 clinical trials, in which we hope to pair with bigger entities in this space, such as 3M.
Next up is Carolina Cosmetics. Carolina?
Hello, everyone. My name is Carolina, and I'm a licensed cosmetologist. Because I'm in the beauty industry, I had to work on a lot of clients. So I found that the makeup that was in the market was very abrasive, and it caused a lot of problems for people. So I ended up finding that if I could create a product that was organic and plant-based, it wouldn't be as harmful for people. So my products are aloe-based. For example, my foundation is aloe-based. My mascara is coffee-based. My powders are rice-based, so rice powder. So the cinnamon in them has antioxidant properties. Coffee, for example, helps with elasticity in the hair. Aloe vera has very nourishing properties. So I found a solution for a problem in the market, and I currently sell at events. I sell online, and I think I'm covering them all, right? But really, I don't think I need much help in terms of like what my product is. I think what I would need is maybe a little bit more guidance onto how to bring the product more towards people in the social media network, because I feel like the product would do better if it had a push, because me being on the ground sometimes is just not enough. And I'm only one person. So, but I've gone far and I'm proud of myself. So thank you.
Thank you. That was great. So in future pitches, it would be good to understand your future vision. It sounds like you're doing great in terms of right now getting the product out there, but how to scale it would be good to know.
Thank you. Century Tree Therapeutics. Faith?
Okay, great. Hi, my name is Faith Keller. I'm a graduate student at Brown University and the Chief Scientific Officer at Century Tree Therapeutics. Chances are you or someone you know has had some form of cancer and may have even had experience with the hair loss, immunosuppression, or vomiting that is associated with traditional systemic chemotherapies. We want to change that. Between 10 and 60% of tumors, depending on tumor type, can be targeted. They have a genetic signature that can be targeted by a highly specific patented technology from scientists out of the Nationwide Children's Hospital in Ohio. This treatment can be delivered directly to the tumor, which avoids the need for systemic chemotherapy and all of those harsh side effects. Utilizing this technology, we aim to offer an alternative treatment option for these patients. We are raising $400,000 to help continue this drug down the pipeline towards FDA approval and get it towards the patients that need it. By investing in us, you would be a part of the cancer drug market, which is expected to grow to $215 billion by 2030. But more importantly, investing in us means that you would be able to join Century Tree Therapeutics in our mission to help a significant portion of cancer patients make their treatment more comfortable and take one step closer to curing this disease. Thank you.
That was great. I would have liked to have known a little bit more, just a sentence in there about what the obstacles are, what the barriers are that you're working to overcome, and how you would actually accomplish that if you were invested in.
Thank you. Next up is 𝐋𝐄𝐀. I think that's right. Is Rose here?
Good evening. My name is Rose Engler, and I'm a fourth-year student in Brown's 8-year BA MD program, concentrating in public health. My startup is called 𝐋𝐄𝐀, and our goal is to improve medication adherence. So what's the problem? 75% of Americans are non-adherent to their medicine. Why? They simply forget. And their forgetfulness is costing the patient their health, the US healthcare system $300 billion, and the American population 125,000 lives a year. So what's the solution? 𝐋𝐄𝐀. 𝐋𝐄𝐀 stands for community adherence, and it's all about improving medication adherence through two components. One, a mobile application that you download on your phone, and two, a smart Bluetooth-enabled pill box that knows when you take your medicine. The pill box works in accordance with the application to incorporate the patient support network into the medication reminder process to ultimately improve medication adherence. So let's walk through a quick reminder. My dad has to take a heart medication every day at 7 p.m. 𝐋𝐄𝐀 will ask for three components. One, what medication he's taking. Two, when he's supposed to take his medication. And three to 5 remindees who will serve as his reminders. At 7 p.m., the pill box will know if he didn't take his medication and send an app to Bill. Bill, take your medication. 15 minutes later, if he still is not taking his medication, it will send a notification to his first reminder. Sharon, please remind Bill to take his medication. Through this, we're working with family to improve medication adherence. We have 3 revenue streams. 1, subscription model for the app. 2, selling the pill boxes. And 3, data monetization. Thank you.
Hey, that was a great description of how big this market is in the beginning. That was good. I think I might want to know a little bit more about how you plan to go to market.
Only because I'm in technology and I do this all the time. Avoid terminology that you don't explain. It took me a second to get what you meant by adherence because I'm not in medicine. So something to think about.
Thank you. Next, drone hour tours. Nadia? No, not here. Okay. Drop Point Studios. No, no one from Drop Point. Jamil. Okay. Empower You. Elvia. I get that right?
Hi, my name is Elvia Perez, and today I'm going to be pitching Empower You. Empower You is an edtech startup that works to address educational disparities by providing students with the resources and tools they need to obtain higher education and improve the quality of their lives. We are an app that helps all students, especially first-generation students, have access to the resources by building supportive communities, connecting them to tools, and by incentivizing them to take advantage of these opportunities through gamification. Growing up, I am a first-generation low-income student, and I experienced educational disparities. My high school had only one college counselor for over 500 students, and many of us, we didn't know how to apply to college, whether or not it would be affordable, and if it was a feasible option. It wasn't until my junior year of high school that I met a fellow first-generation Latina attending Stanford University on a full ride. She inspired me and gave me the courage to dream big. My story is the same as millions of other students all across the nation. Currently, only 54% of low-income families and students attend college. Over 20 million students do not have access to the tools they need to obtain higher education. Empower You is the solution. We connect students to resources. We provide a social media component in which students are going to be able to get inspired and empowered by other stories. And we also incentivize them to take advantage of these opportunities through gamification. Currently, the edtech market is over $106 billion, and we plan to address 10% of that market. In addition, we just launched our pilot program and are seeking. Thank you so much.
I thought you did a really nice job. Right before you started pitching, it clicked. You smiled, you stood up, your shoulders went back. I thought you did a really nice job pitching. I just want to let you know that.
Next is Pharoceutics. Did I get that right? Okay. You must be Jamal.
Hi, my name is Jad Mompoint. I'm a master's student at Brown University, and I'm the co-founder of Pharoceutics. Have you ever swallowed a pill? When the pill goes down your throat and through your digestive system and gets dissolved, what do you think about? What if we could freeze a pill in a specific location to increase its therapeutic efficiency? How do you think we could do this? Actually, the answer is using magnetism. Pharoceutics has a patented methodology from Brown University to create a magnetic pill using metal alloys combined with known drugs, such as antivirals, anti-cancer drugs, and maybe even insulin. An external magnet is placed on the outside of the body to direct and attract the pill to a specific targeted location in the body and enhance its therapeutic efficiency. This is safe, simple, and much easier to use, and much simpler to understand than other drug therapies or drug therapies on the market. The COVID-19 pandemic has boosted the home healthcare market to over $200 billion over the next 7 years. And Pharoceutics is raising funds to approach our in vivo methodology. We hope that by choosing Pharoceutics, investing in Pharoceutics, you're investing in the future of therapeutics and home healthcare. Thank you.
Hi, great job. Next time it would be good to understand, are there certain disease states or certain items that actually would require, I kind of had a disconnect between like what would need me to have a pill that was kind of, that could be guided. I'm not sure what that would be. So, but great job. Yeah.
Next up is Floel Inc. Judy?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Judy Isaacson. I am the Chief Marketing Officer at Floel Inc. Floel has developed a minimally invasive Class 2 device for the treatment of female urinary incontinence, specifically stress urinary incontinence, also known as SUI. Stress urinary incontinence usually occurs after childbirth, menopause, or later in life when you're elderly, just to name a few. But unfortunately, it takes the life away from a woman when she laughs, coughs, sneezes, exercises, or lifts heavy objects. She is prone to leakage. There is no predicate for this device. It is a simple device, and we will work through a 510K pathway for regulatory clearance. We are asking for $250,000 to resume our early feasibility study that was unfortunately disrupted by the pandemic. Thank you.
I actually love people that are working on big problems. And it seems like more than half the population has this problem. So good for you guys. And I just want to make a comment how difficult it is to get up here and do this, right? I mean, just to say that out loud, this is not easy. So good job.
The next is mallet trowel. Max, and I'm not going to even try the last name.
Hello, my name is Max Woznowitz. I'm currently a student at Rhode Island School of Design, and I'm studying industrial design. Does anyone garden here? And does anyone have any joint issues or have arthritis symptoms? Well, this is why I created a Max Control mallet trowel, as it is different from a regular trowel, as you swing it into the soil and it only uses your elbow as a joint and doesn't use any constraints of your wrists or your joints in your hands, resolving any arthritis and ability to dig in a hole easier. It's as simple as using a hammer and using the force of gravity into a hole. So thank you.
Hi. Very cool. I'm looking forward to actually seeing what it looks like, but there needs to be more in the pitch about what the potential market is for it and what you guys need to do to be able to capture that market.
Okay, we have Midipak bladder relief solution. Margaret?
I go by Peg, so my name's Peg Fredette. Imagine a loving family trying to keep their mother at home and keep her out of a nursing home because she has incontinence problems. The family members take turns sleeping on the couch nearby with one ear open, just in case, because they know that urination takes place a lot at night, and it's also a time for very deadly falls. Incontinence takes an emotional toll on both the patient and the family members. As a matter of fact, if incontinence were a nation, it would be the third largest in the world. Midipak is a result of adapting existing wound care technology and ostomy technology, along with a patented human interface. And we created a medical device that's both practical and really works for the functionally incontinent patient. Our target market is home health care and long-term care. While there are two competitors, neither uses kinetic energy, and none can be used with a restless patient or a patient with dementia. And neither really provides a dignified, convenient, and safe approach to this problem. This patent pending device was born from our participation in an Air Force Innovation Challenge seeking in-flight bladder relief solutions for female aviators. We won a prize, and here we are. Thank you so much.
So I just recently went through this with my mom. So this hits home for me, right? So my sisters and I, just a constant worry from falls as well as the incontinence part of it, but the falls and the danger of that as well. So like we were talking about earlier, big problem. I'm glad it's being addressed. Thanks.
Up next is Navoras Therapeutics. David?
As too many of us know, chemotherapy can be anything but benign. Infection, bleeding, hair loss, these are just a few of the harsh side effects from treatment. What's more, most patients must travel to a medical facility to receive an injection from a healthcare professional. This is where our company, Navoras Therapeutics, comes in. We present a patented drug delivery device from the University of California, San Francisco. Our device is a tiny, safely ingestible smart pill. The pill can be engineered to deliver one or more drugs to a targeted site along the gastrointestinal tract without being degraded. We are seeking $200,000 to fund the production of several prototypes to present to Bayer Healthcare. Our first drug candidate will be Stivarga, Bayer's FDA-approved oral chemotherapy for colorectal cancer. In its current form, Stivarga's main drawback is its toxicity. But with our device, we can deliver a lower dose of Stivarga to the patient to ingest while delivering a higher dose in the site where the disease is occurring in the colon, and thereby reducing patient side effects. With cancer on the rise and high demand for more convenient and effective treatment approaches, Navoras presents a micro solution to this macro problem. Help us make the bitter pill of chemotherapy a little more tolerable.
That was awesome. The only thing missing from it was, you know, a little bit of information about what the market potential is. But otherwise, great.
Next is Oatfin. Paul?
So what do Yo-Yo Ma and cloud programmers have in common? They're very expensive talent, and you want them focusing on the things they're really good at. Imagine if you walked into a concert and you saw the maestro setting up the stage and testing microphones like a roadie. You think that was nuts, but that's exactly what happens when applications get deployed in the cloud. These DevOps programmers, they're called, they end up spending a lot of time in the same way, kind of building up the stadium and tearing it down afterwards. And you know, that's the kind of thing you really want to avoid. This, and as far as the market opportunity goes, cloud by 2028 will be a $1.2 trillion industry with a 20% annual CAGR. And if you want to know about also the market opportunity for this, have you seen on your iPhone when you update the App Store? I've got 88 of them myself. I've got to do a few. Every time somebody publishes one of those updates, they need our tool. It's like the cash register ringing every single time, ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. And we recently won a grant from Google in one of their entrepreneurial competitions because they believed in our vision and ability to execute. We've got 30 customers now and growing. So thank you very much for your time. And I'm Paul from Oatfin.
That was great. I like the intro. It captured, right? The one thing I think that was that could be increased in a very short period of time here that we have to talk is a little bit more about the solution itself. What is it that you're doing? That'd be helpful.
Okay, next is Protective Sports Headband. John Lopes, you here? Okay. Regenaxion. Jessica, did I get that right? I don't know if I get the pronunciation.
As much as 10% of the population develops some type of hernia in their lifetime. Take a look around the room because this translates into 1 in every 10 of you. The only way to effectively treat hernias is through surgery, where surgical meshes are commonly used for structural support. But there are complications associated with this treatment method.
namely post-operative infections, with up to 10% of hernia surgeries resulting in some kind of infection. Now, there are ways to treat this. Combining surgical meshes with drug-eluting technologies could address this issue. The global hernia mesh market size is estimated to reach $6.17 billion by 2028, with a compound annual growth rate of nearly 3%. My name is Jessica, and I'm pleased to introduce our company, Regenaxion. Regenaxion is a novel medical device company. We're using a patented wet spun drug delivery microstructure technology patented at Brown University by Professor Edith Mathiowicz to create a drug delivering surgical mesh to treat hernias. We're confident that our product will transform the patient care landscape and improve outcomes for hernia surgery because it's going to reduce the risk of infection and expedite the recovery process. So we're raising $500,000 to assist with further product development. Thank you.
Next is rheumatoid arthritis patch.
1.5 million Americans suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, a painful and debilitating disease. Luckily, there are many treatment options available. Remicade, Humira, Enbrel, all worth billions of dollars. But do these actually treat RA the right way, with the patient in mind, of course? For Humira and Enbrel, a typical 10-year treatment requires anywhere between 260 and 520 injections, which can often be described as painful. Not only that, but the injection itself is difficult to administer and complicated to store. At RIP Therapeutics, we are looking to bring an easy drug delivery system to this market. By licensing patented advanced polymer fiber-like technology and partnering with key opinion leader, Professor Mathiowicz of Brown University, we are looking to design a transdermal patch-like drug delivery system, which specializes in the treatment of rheumatoid arthritis without the need for needles or injections. We are looking for $200,000 to complete our prototype and begin testing. Our products will be dynamic and effective, our treatment localized, and most importantly, patient-centered. Thank you.
It's an exciting, actually, I really liked how you talked about the situation if you are a patient where you have to get that many injections. That was, I visualized that and that was tough. So that was good. You did a great job when your badge fell off and didn't crack. So good job.
Next up is SmartCore. Andrew?
Hi. 3 years ago, my brother-in-law started a small gym here in Rhode Island. He had a great time training people, getting around. But if he didn't have some help building this website and one of his members didn't decide to do it, he wouldn't even know how to start. He wouldn't be able to market and get the customers he's got. As we surveyed around the gyms in this area, we found hundreds of small owner-operated gyms, martial arts studios, and personal trainers that didn't have decent websites, much less the advanced technology for scheduling, customer management, and payment that they needed to run their operations. SmartCore is a SaaS business designed to be an all-in-one solution for these organizations. No other platform out there does it all. Gives them a website that they can start and just have up and running in 5 minutes or less, brings them a web app that has member management, scheduling, and payment, and delivers a mobile application where they can get together and they can run their business from anywhere they are, out doing training, on the floor, at the grocery store, wherever, and can give to their members so that they can communicate directly with them. These technologies brought together really make it powerful for them to run their business. We've got a team of people, including a person with 20 years of marketing experience, helping us deliver the marketing message for this. I've got 20 years building enterprise software under my belt, and I've got a designer with 20 years experience building high-end enterprise applications, making this easy for people to use and making it simpler for these owner-operated gyms to get going. They spend thousands of dollars just getting a website going. We deliver this all for a mere $200 a month as a SaaS platform, reducing their overhead startup costs and getting them working. Thank you.
I'm gonna just, is it okay if I take this? So, great job. Big question to me, left me with like, how many of these are there? And maybe you said that in the beginning and I just didn't hear it, but how many of these gyms, and in particular, what you're doing that's so specialized for gyms on the marketing front that kind of helps you get beyond what they're doing, what they can do themselves. So, yeah.
Thank you. Next, Smash It. Smash It here. Jocelyn? No. Sway It app. Colin? No. Tap It. Zane?
Hi, my name is Zane Roche. I'm a freshman at Rhode Island School of Design. How many times have you been in a classroom or a conference room, had those really annoying people spamming their pen, clicking it for hours on end, or the student tapping on the desk, again, disrupting the class? Well, my product is a silent device to help soothe that need. It's a small ring wearing on the finger with small motion sensors. So all you have to do when you tap on your leg, a small haptic motor will vibrate and give that same stimulation of tapping on a desk or clicking a pen. 3 million people a year are diagnosed with ADHD, and more than half of them are above the age of 15. The big solution that has been on the market have been fidget toys, such as fidget spinners, stress balls, all those things. But unfortunately, most schools see that as a toy. So schools across the nation have been banning them because how distracted they are. I'm hoping for $10,000 in order to start prototyping and getting it out there. Thank you.
So I thought that was great, and I actually have a little experience with this issue. So I would have liked to have heard what that $10,000 is going to do to help you be able to get it out there, as you said, right? The ability to execute on your plan. What are you trying to overcome, right? So build that into the next presentation. Yeah.
Now it's wearable medical devices. Christopher?
Hi, my name is Brian Bolorino, and I'm the CTO of Say Smart Technologies. Now, I want you to imagine you just suffered a severe injury, and the doctor says you have to stay in a hospital for a very long time. Now, during your stay, hospital monitoring leads connect you to a hospital monitor. Those wires are heavy. They restrict your movement, and sometimes they don't even allow you to go to the bathroom. What if I told you we took all those wires and we made them disappear? Our company's mission is to innovate and develop the next generation of comfort-focused medical wearable devices. Using our patented technology, licensed from the University of Connecticut, we plan to create a new class of wearable technology. The market cap for this industry currently was $16.6 billion and plans to increase by 26% by 2028. Our technology is a electrically conductive material, polymer, that is infused with fabric. The successful innovation and application of this technology will further attract the interest of other companies in this industry. Thank you, everyone.
I thought you did a good job. It's a very interesting concept. I would think some of the challenges would be you've got to manage a device on the other end as well, right? The leads and all that connect to something. That something would have to be changed as well, not just the leads, I would think. So I guess I'm a little confused on that part of it, but good job.
Yeah, we have time If there are, I think there were a couple of people who didn't get on the list who wanted to present. So if they are, please raise your hand and, okay, you can come up first. You'll have to introduce yourself.
Hello, my name is Vishal. I'm a master's student at Brown University. So basically, when we go into our clubs, bars, wherever we go, music is one of the best thing that we've wanted it. It sets up the vibe, right? So one of the problems that we faced is whenever you go in a club and bar, the music is always not of the same type. It's kind of different. It does not gel up with the vibe. So me and my friend, we've developed an artificial intelligence software wherein we take recommendations of 5 songs at least from anyone who's entering in the club and give hits to those songs and related to those songs based on genre, lyrics, and artist. So what happens is, as soon as people start entering, the software starts gathering data, and then the software starts playing the music automatically. Not only this, the software also does is it adds it. What do you call it? It puts drops in between of two music, and also sync the music based on beats per minute. So what happens with this is people who are actually inside the club, their choice of music plays in the environment. And what we plan to sell this software for basic for 2 small clubs and bars for beginning, and then later on expand it further. The market for this is $25 billion as of 2021, and we plan to capture 15% of it by the end of 5 years. Thank you.
So just for what it's worth, that's a really cool application of AI. I dig that.
Yes, red jacket. Resonance.
My name is Gurkiran Kaur, and I'm from Denex. I'm the CEO of Denex. So at Denex, we build customizable AI solutions for businesses to plug, play, and deploy. And the reason we do that is because businesses today want to scale to ML, but they don't have the capability to do it. They don't have ML ops, and that's what we plan to do. This industry has had people from healthcare and finance invested in them for about $30 billion just in this year in US alone. And it has a potential of growing to about 40% by 2028. And that's what we want to do. We want to customize the solution and provide it as a SaaS solution. And the reason we want to do it is because we want to make this as a holistic, sustainable solution. We would be training people inside your company so that it's not just people who are coming from outside invading your space, but people inside and the staff who are learning all this, upskilling the talent in process. So in May 2021, we were top 10 finalists of Microsoft Azure Hackathon. And that's when we decided we wanted to bring the solution from PowerPoints to Python and actually implement it.
I'm like dominating this mic tonight. Sorry, guys. So that's awesome. I think one of the things I would want to hear in the plan, I'm really glad you threw in that bit about the hackathon at the end of it, because what was running through my head running a technology company is, wow, they're going to go and compete against Microsoft, and Azure is bringing AI as a service to the world. So I'd like to know more about, in a future pitch, what that partnership would look like, why Microsoft's not a threat to you would be important to me.
Anyone else? Yes.
Hi guys, I'm feeling quite nervous. Please encourage me by investing all your money. All right. Who wants to own a Picasso over here? Or a Leo Messi jersey from the World Cup? On our platform, Fractionalize, we allow people to buy fractionalized NFTs of assets like a painting or a sculpture, which creates a very liquid market for people to trade these assets on. So what problems these solve is that normally as an asset like a A big art painting by Picasso will be very expensive. If you fractionalize it, it gives people the opportunity to buy it. Also, if you just do it without using NFTs, the market is not quite liquid because it has to be stuck to only that platform itself. During the year 2020, people have looked at a lot of assets to diversify, and now people are, they want to own some piece of art or sculpture, and this can be the best way to do it. Yeah, so thank you.
What's your company name?
Great opportunity here. As a matter of fact, you're hitting something that's really important right now and getting into it. It would be nice to understand what you think the market potential is for your company, so we can better understand, you know, how big you could get. But great area to be pointing at right now.
Same comment as before. Not everybody in the room is going to know what an NFT is. Non-fungible tokens. Let's explain that for those of us who don't know what they are.
Anyone else? You got one more? Okay. No.
Good evening. My name is Bill Engler. I am the founder of Breathe On. Breathe On is an innovative company attacking the CPAP industry. For those of you who don't know what CPAPs are, they are those machines that look ugly that help you breathe at night. And 8 million people use them currently in the United States. What's the problem? The problem is you forget to rinse them. They call for rinsing and washing them daily. Nobody does it. So they get germs, infection, and they're continual in there. So the answer is distilled water. And the type of water with botanical oils that we're creating that will go in there. You will get them on a subscription basis every month. One little bottle perfectly pours and fits into your machine. It's simple, it's easy, and it creates the dreamlike state you've been dreaming of your whole life, because we use lavender and other botanical oils so you breathe clear with eucalyptus all night long and wake up refreshed. Please join me in helping Breathe On.
It looks like you found a real problem that, you know, a lot of people have. I liked how you talked about how big this potential was. And I really liked how it seems so simple. It's hard to believe, but those are sometimes the best innovations. So good for you. Yeah.
Nice presentation. I'd be interested to know what the differentiators are, right? Because I know there are machines out there that are doing this, that you pop it in and then you take it out and it's all done. So other than the flavors or smells, if you will, what are some of those other differentiators that really make your product pop, right?
Anyone else? Got everyone? Last call. Okay, so we're going to break for a few minutes while the judges tabulate, and we'll be back with the prizes. Thank you. Okay, everyone settle in, and we're going to announce the winners. I'm going to start with, I guess, was this third place? I'll start with. Oh, you're going to change it on me? Okay. The audit has been completed. We threw out all the fake ballots. Okay, so we're going to start from third place, which is a prize of $200, goes to Century Tree Therapeutics. Oh, you can actually take a bow, come up and take a bow, and you're going to get your check from Anthony over there. Second place, Regenaxion. Did I get it right? Regenaxion. That's a $300 prize. And first place, the $500 prize goes to Burbahita Mandu. And this was one of the more challenging pronunciation efforts I've had. So thank you all for coming. We have been told this has been recorded. So if that actually proves to be true and the recording we'll make it available through email. So if you haven't signed up on our site to get email, or you're not getting it, sign up if you want to get the recording, and sign up anyway if you want to get news bursts. So, so thank you all for coming. It's been great to see everyone. Thanks.